Nigeria can always have one president at a time. Now, yes, everyone who's vying for this position means well for the country. That's what it means. Now, the present administration is on. Would it be out of place, since you're not able to become the president, to offer hand of fellowship to work in this administration?
What's really wrong with us as a country? That was Peter Obi's question. Of course, we really need to ask ourselves this deep-lying question. Nigerians elect thieves and expect them to perform like saints. This is the statement of Professor P.L.O. Lumumba, and this is seen across Africa. Nigerians care about everything, but neglect the most important thing in their life, politics, which change the dynamics of their life. They will abandon a competent, compassionate leader and expect him to work under an incompetent, inconsiderate leader. Let's take a scenario. How many of you would like to travel in a bus knowing that the driver is incompetent while the conductor is competent? Will you even think of traveling in that bus? Absolutely no. Let's look at another case here. Have you ever seen a private company employing an incompetent CEO? When he is underperforming, they will now bring in a competent CEO to advise him on what to do. Never. Never. They will fire an underperforming CEO and hire a competent CEO. But when it comes to politics, Nigerians will prefer an incompetent man and expect him to hire competent hands to work magic. This is crazy. During the one-on-one interactive section with Mr. Peter Obi, an APC and the Tinubu supporter had pleaded with him to join the economic team of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and help the Nigerian economy. He confessed that Peter Obi is competent when it comes to economic. Imagine that. Just imagine this kind of scenario. Peter Obi is good to be in the economic team, but not good to be the president that will lead and head and make decisions regarding the economy. Tinubu that is not good to be in charge of the economy is the one that is leading the country. Isn't this laughable? Isn't this an irony? Anyway, let's listen to the interaction between Mr. Peter Obi and the Tinubu supporter during the one-on-one session.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. Okay, so Your Excellency PO, Nigeria can always have one president at a time. Now, yes, everyone who's vying for this position means well for the country. That's what it means. Now, the present administration is on. Would it be out of place, since you're not able to become the president, to offer hand of fellowship to work in this administration to make it work and make it better for what you want it to be? Now,
that's exactly what I'm doing by being in opposition.
Okay,
for a system to work, you must be able to have an effective alternative everywhere in the world, even in your private business. You must have an alternative. That the reason why you're seeing America, Britain, everything, the first world develop is because they have an effective opposition. What are the things that have killed Africa is not having effective opposition, because everybody is lumped into one. That's what I'm providing now. And I can tell you, I can show you places where this would have gone wrong and people said no. Listen, Peter Obi will oppose this, or this person will oppose this. That is exactly what I'm doing now. That's why I'm even advocating that we have to either go back to parliamentary system or have a near parliamentary system where whenever there is in the parliament anywhere, when it's presidential questions time or prime minister's question time, he answers it himself, not through subletting it to somebody we didn't elect. So I'm doing that, and when I was governor, I tolerated that. Go and ask people like Dr. Chris Ngige and everybody. I allowed them to criticize what I'm doing. That's the only way to work.
Okay, so let me add to this, sir. If you are herding the economic team of this administration, largely the economic team churns out policies that are people oriented and people friendly, Your Excellency, sir. If someone like you with your knowledge heads the economic team, trust me, whatever you want to do for Nigeria will be in place and it will be passed. So why not be in the ruling party and leaving the opposition now that it does not work?
No. It would be wrong. It would destroy the system. Because let me tell you, a leader. What I'm saying now might look easy, but every leader has his own purpose and his own time. The people today, I'm not saying they don't have the best of ideas. Yes, they have a lot of professors, they're wonderful people, but I will not drive this vehicle called Nigeria the same way. When I talk about things that I talk about cutting costs and everything, my brother has been governor. It wasn't easy for a lot of my colleagues to do what I'm doing. I've also been, if you don't know, it's not just being governor. I've also been bank chairman in this country where I was the only bank chairman who was not living in their land. I lived in a place called Festac. And I come to meeting and I remember the bank telling me you have to do this and everything. So people think I started this in them. If you go to the bank where I was chairman, Fidelity, go there, I turned down. She said my pigeon will bring me here and I'll do this job and go. I did not borrow 1 naira from them for 1 day. I said, I am not here. We are here to manage people's money. So we have different lifestyles. What I'm doing now is what I want to do for the country to be good. And it is better where I'm offering it. And I've said it alternatively. When they do things, that's what makes a system work.